Hello there, it's accidentally turning into Memory Lane March. You told me to keep the recaps coming. I'm so glad you're enjoying looking back on old products and past videos with me. It's been a busy time of year and I'm busy working hard on a new project I've been teasing recently to bring you even more beauty this year. So revisiting past content is a great way to still bring you a weekly upload and some feel-good beauty nostalgia. My skin tint and complexion mini-series will continue very soon, but for now we're winding back the YouTube clock to 2019, where almost 250,000 people tuned into my skincare favorites video. That is wild. I'll be talking through those old skincare, hair and nail favorites with you today. I love sticking to a fairly consistent skincare routine. When I'm onto a good thing, I'll go with it, and this recap serves as a rave review for many formulas I'm still a fan of 6 years later. That's a pretty good sign, isn't it? Certainly lasting the test of time and the test of testing many other products in the meantime. Oh, this morning skincare combination takes me back. Who remembers the Glossier priming moisturizer era? I used this formula non-stop for years. Loved how lightweight and glowy it was, but it's probably been about 5 years since I reached for it. I just moved on to many other formulas I love slathering on in the morning, so I'll leave my present day skincare favorites below for you to check out and let me know if you still use priming moisturizer. Similarly, Ultraviolet Supreme Screen SPF 50+ was my longest running hydrating sunscreen after the black Mecca Cosmetica tube back in the day, but I'm evolving again and want to explore more Korean and Japanese sunscreens this year at more affordable price points. Big fan of Beauty of Joseon already, but please leave any suggestions for other lightweight formulas you love in the comments. Oh, I wish I knew how many Bioderma bottles I've gone through since 2019. Or actually, I don't really want to think about it. It's still my favourite micellar water and first cleanse step to gently remove my face makeup. Then good old Avène Clénance Cleanser. I know this was a product many of you associated with me and my content back in the day. It was my go-to cleanser to help prevent breakouts. These days I stick to more hydrating cleansers, but I still use this in my shower as a body wash. It is great for body breakouts if you're a fellow sweaty gym goer. Oh, I'd forgotten about this Caudalie Vino Source Moisturising Sorbet. It was lovely and whipped, quite fluffy. I think it still exists with a different name and packaging these days, but the Caudalie product I reach for every morning in 2026 is their Vino Perfect Brightening Serum instead. I'm not as much of a face oil addict as I was back then, but these are two formulas I've consistently repurchased over the years and still have in my bathroom today. I started using Vintner's Daughter Active Botanical Serum around that time in 2019, and it's still the ultimate luxury botanical face oil for glowy, calming, smooth results, and go-to face hero, the Aussie heavy hitter with a more lightweight texture and a lighter price tag. I feel like both Vintner's Daughter and go-to are face oil security blankets for me. I don't use them every day, I reach for them in different seasons, but they're a permanent part of my bathroom cabinet. I know I'll always want to use them one day. Oh wow, I don't think any skincare products defined the early days of my channel quite like the Glossier mask duo. Rest in peace, Mega Green's Galaxy Pack and Moisturising Moon Mask. Maybe I was the only person religiously repurchasing them because they were discontinued back in 2022 or 2023. Such fond memories of this thick, creamy, cleansing mask. It never stripped my skin but helped it feel refreshed. And I maintain that Moon Mask was one of the best moisturising masks ever. That slightly whipped texture was so cooling and calming. My skin drank it in and felt so soft and plump afterwards. I swear this combination of masks kept me sane during a really difficult job back at that time. I miss them so much. I've never found another texture quite like either of them, but I would love to replace Moon Mask. So if you have come across something similar, let me know. Time for some refreshing face mist and a lineup that could have been taken from my present day setup. Jurlique's Rosewater Balancing Mist is my beloved local Aussie mist hero. It's so refreshing and still the best, most realistic rose scent in all my years of mist madness. Heritage Store Rosewater is a much sweeter option. I also really enjoy. Haven't reached for it as much in recent years. It's a little harder to find in Australia, but Caudalie Beauty Elixir is the reigning luxury mist queen. That spa-like rosemary and peppermint scent is iconic, always feels like an absolute treat to use, and is one of the brand's best sellers. These days I keep more cream mists on hand, which I'll share with you in future. pretty sure I made this joke in my original video, but this body care section is not sponsored or brought to you by Nécessaire. I just can't get enough of their formulas, and my routine looks exactly the same to this day. Literally just about to finish another eucalyptus body wash in my shower, but sadly their original Sandalwood scent was quietly replaced by Santal a few years ago. I do enjoy that one too. It has a touch of pepper and iris, but I'm currently working through my very last Sandalwood backup and cannot bear to finish it. The body serum has also never been defeated as the best lightweight body texture in the business. Nothing else comes close for me in this category. It is so beautifully cooling and sinks in instantly for a quick hit of weightless hydration. And the body lotion remains a beautiful chaser. It's a perfect medium weight, non-greasy, non-sticky texture. I actually found myself reaching for their body cream more in the last couple of years, which is much thicker but still ridiculously residue-free for something so rich. The only thing that's changed in my bath routine is me moving, so I sadly don't have a bath. I have to go to my family or partner's place to treat myself, so I savour a rare chance to use Olverum bath oil or Neep eucalyptus bath salts. Still love the same duo. The Olverum scent combination particularly. Eucalyptus, lavender, verbena, lemon, lime, geranium and rosemary. Absolute heaven. I discovered it in 2019 and have never not had a bottle of it at home since. Oh, an interesting brand throwback here. Do you remember Playa? Very cool girl hair care brand from LA, described as no makeup for your hair. The brand was acquired by Morphe's parent company in 2020. Playa's founder later sued them for failing to support her brand, and Playa never formally closed, it just quietly faded away. Meanwhile, a hair tool that may never fade away from me is my Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. Still love you, still going strong, still the quickest, smoothest, best blow dry. Can't imagine swapping to another dryer anytime soon. Oh, I could not skip over this relic in the lip section. A moment for Bite Beauty's Agave lip mask, and Bite Beauty in general. The brand infamously reformulated this incredible, luscious formula in 2020, and the new version did not cut it. I remember the absolute panic and panic buying of backups that occurred at that time, but 2 years later, the brand was gone. If you've ever found anything that comes close to that thick texture, please share in the comments. Not the same texture, but I still adore and ration By Terry's Baume de Rose pots and Baume de Rose liquid tubes. They are fancy, but they're another product I've used for so many years at this point. I feel like something was missing if I didn't have at least one on hand to use very slowly. Oh, nails! A big thank you to Olive and June for transforming my mani skills in 2019. That's when I first tried the brand. Always loved painting my nails, thought I was neat, but no, don't go back to my early content and look at the flooded cuticles. Olive and June's tools and polish formulas are fantastic. I still wear that Essie colour all the time too. This particular manicure wasn't my best work. It's looking pretty grown out already, but I wanted to highlight that I still use Olive and June's cleanup brush every single time I paint my nails to perfect my polish, and their top coat is my super glossy, super long lasting holy grail. Time for a long awaited mani routine update video for you this year. Thank you for tuning into this skincare flavoured dose of nostalgia, which could also be titled I Am a Creature of Habit. I've loved hearing about parts of your routine you still love years later too, so head to the comments, tell me if you spotted any matching favourites here, if you remember these original picks, if you've been here since 2019, thank you so much. Tell me which skincare formulas have lasted the test of time for you. Thanks for watching, see you next time.